Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am back with another video. This one is going to kind of focus on planning because I really need to work on getting my home life all organized. And obviously that's, a never-ending task, but this will help. So as you can see, I have a lot of planners. Two of these will be condensed down into one, but I have done a planner redo for these two here and should, kind of took the old things out and put the new things in. But I kind of wanted to explain what they're being used for so that, if you guys hadn't thought about that and maybe that would help you guys in your, achieving your goals, then you heard it, right? So you can do it. So some of these have to be doctored up a little bit. Some of them need to be changed up a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly get into this. So this is my business section. This is my home section. And I'll kind of show you where I'm starting here with my business stuff. So this is going to be for close to my heart. They have a lot of live events. They have on the business side, we have catalog launch signups and stuff like that, but you only have so long to sign up for them. So I want to be able to write that in here, last day for signing up for this, so that I know if I can get in or if I missed it or that kind of thing. What days are when we can actually start ordering from new catalogs, because as consultants you get an order a month early. So there's a lot of different things that we also have launches that will be noted in here, days that the website will be down for maintenance and stuff like that, so that they can keep up on on their website and or our websites. So there's a lot of things that I want to put in here, and this one is just a happy planner, and it's a skinny classic horizontal. I think that's a horizontal because they go this way. Anyways, so this one will be my business happenings for close to my heart, so I can keep track of all that stuff. Now this one is project planning and completion. So I have my 2020 calendar, so I can kind of get a view of the days. And then I made these printables myself. And so it tells the project, so I just do a name of the project. I do the elements that I want to use or that were used in the project. If I have an idea or something like that, I can write it there or draw it there. Then I've got my video, all the things I need to do for my videos, all the things I need to do for photos, and then all the things I need to schedule, all the places I need to schedule, and what days I scheduled those on, days and times. And so I just do that for each one, and then I have some stickers here that say complete. And so when I complete a project, I can go ahead and just put it over the top of project, or I can put it here or wherever, just so that I know that I've finished that one. Generally I have those thoughts in my head, but I like to see how much I've accomplished over so much amount of time. So this one is my customer appreciation binder or planner. It has things like let me see if I can get. Yeah, I don't really want that. Okay, so I know how to see. I don't have one printed out, I don't think. So I do this here, and so I make these stickers and I put them on here, and they actually so any project ideas for the cards and that kind of stuff. So I do thank you cards. I make sure I do holidays. I haven't sent out cards for holidays because I just want to know what kind of holidays are going on this month. And then I do, for the thank you cards, I want to design my cards, obviously create the card, decorate the envelope that I send it in, and then I need to send it. And it's just a checklist so that I can make sure that these things get done for each of the things. And this was just kind of like a trial and error kind of thing to see. I've got specials that are going on this month, featured paper packs, planner plans. So anything that I want to do with these, I can, or ideas that I have, I can go ahead and write them down here, like if I need to change something to make it work better. Then I've got catalogs, which with each catalog I try to send out a like a little mini card kit with the newest product that hasn't that customers can't get yet. It's been a hit or miss lately because of all, like, the whole past year and a half has been house. So I'm trying to get back on track and make sure things work for me. So that's kind of what I'm working on here. But you can see that this is what they usually look like. I've already marked them from a long time ago, but this is what they originally look like. I don't need to separate things between morning, afternoon, and evening. This is kind of like, meal planning. I don't need this for home. So I decided to go ahead and cover the things up that I don't need with things that I do need so that I can utilize these pages. I really like the way they're set up and they fit perfectly in here. So this is what I'm hoping I can keep going. I might need to find more of these, obviously, but I still like having the base and the lines to actually, use the stickers on. So it works pretty well. So yeah, that one is for my customers. So, I've got the recipients list. I think I'm changing this up a little bit. I've got some checklists here so that I know that I've made that one. It'll be done. I tend to do each thing like in a group. Like I make sure this is the first thing is done. Like pick a card kit design. Then I can check that off. Create the card kits. Then I will, like, if I have 5 customers that have earned the free catalog, then I will make a card kit for 5 customers, right? So then I also make a list of the people who get them, and then yeah, so pretty much shipping catalogs, decorating the address or the envelopes. I decorate my envelopes for both my cards and my not always, obviously, but most of the time I do. I prefer to. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, and then adding the addresses and all that kind of stuff. So, and back in here I do have my addresses for my customers. So yeah, and I did figure out how to print and foil my own stickers. I'm so excited. So yeah, I've got those prepped for a while, and I've got 2022s, and I should probably have some 2023s in here because I think I just have this odd feeling that 2022 is going to go really fast. So yeah, that's that. And then so yeah, this is my customer appreciation. Anything else that I need to send or want to send to a customer, a specific customer, I can do that, mark it in here, know that I need to do it. So yeah, it's pretty much, I have filming, doing the projects, filming, which is my YouTube pretty much. And then I have all of my other outlets like, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. I do those. And then, so I have 4 that I usually do. And then I have my website, which that's what this will help with. So that's my work. And then these ones are my home. And I'll go ahead and explain these to you guys. And then I'm not sure if I want to do work on these with you guys or not. So this one says quotes and notes. What I want to do is I want to start by doing an inspiring quote. Like, that's one of the things that I like to share on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, not my business page, or my crafty page, I guess. I like to share those with others because you never know what everybody's going through, and if you find something that is inspiring and maybe they just need that information in their life to help them help better themselves or help them better somebody else, or you know what I mean, they could share it with their, the people that they know that could use that, or even in just sharing it because they agree with it or believe it and it inspires somebody else, and it just kind of, that inspiration and positivity fans out and makes ripples and it can just help others. And so what I want to do is, so I have this one here. It is, I believe, I don't know exactly which one it is. It is a Rejoice Always. So I'm assuming it's a faith planner in the classic skinny. Um, but what I want to do is I want to do for one whole week, I want to write the same quote over and over again. So, and it could be a biblical quote, it could be something that I saw on Pinterest or something that I saw on Facebook or Instagram. Any of those, it doesn't matter where the inspiration comes from. It can come from within me as well. So, or something that somebody else told me and it stuck. You know what I mean? It just like things like that that have meaning and inspiration, and you can feel the positive energy around that quote. And that's what I want to, I know that if I do it every day for a week, I'll really have, like, make time to think about those things, that particular quote and how it affects me and others and, all of that kind of stuff. And I just feel like that's going to make positive changes in my life. So, and I have kids. They need to see that I'm making positive changes so that they can see that they can do it too. Inspiring others, there's so many ways to do it, and this is just one of the ways that I want to do it. So hopefully, because there's like 52-ish weeks, this is like, begins in July and then goes all the way through, so I'm assuming this goes all the way to June, so this is a year. So I should be able to just go ahead, because I don't really need it for the date. I'm just going to go ahead and use it so I'll start here in March, which I haven't done yet. But I'm going to start here in March, and I'll go ahead and just go all the way through back and go ahead and use these, because I don't have any, I don't need the dates. I just need the space and the week layout. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. And then these two are these ones are going to be my cleaning. So I did do cleaning. I did like a list, just like a master list of things that needed to happen in the house. Clean clothes washer, like do, a cleaning cycle, that kind of thing. I just need to be able to make sure I do that like once a month. So that would be something every month I would need to go in and mark it down, because it needs to be done once a month. So again, this is one that I don't need dates on. So I marked out the dates and used old ones of these, the dividers, the monthly dividers. So I've decided that instead of a small one like this, because I have more than, like, I wrote in these, but I have even more that needs to go in here. So I'm thinking I want to kind of prep. I also want to like get ready for the kids starting to do more stuff in the house as far as cleaning is concerning. So I found this planner at Michael's, and it was, I think it was like $3.50 or something like that. It was 85% off or something like that. It was crazy. I was just like, how could you pass that up? I wanted to get like 6 of them, right? 6 of the different styles, but I was like, I don't even know what I would do with all of those. So I already have planner stuff, so yeah. Anyways, these two were also in clearance, so I actually got 2 of each of those, I think, just for the parts, for the covers and the rings. But as you can tell, if I don't need the dates, then I can use them for other things. So anyways, this one, I don't even know the brand of this one. Brother Sister Design Studio, I guess. I don't know. I believe they are kind of like, they do inspiring quotes on the, the fronts here. And then this one is for 2022, which works, but it has the monthly which that will help me keep up with the holidays, because I don't really pay. I've never really paid attention to the holidays. But this way I can write down, like in these, this is the space that I had. And yes, I am sure I could have utilized that a little better, but what I want to do is I want to write down the things that I need to do, and then like the tools or implements that they need. I'm also thinking about my kids, right? The tools and implements that they need, I need to do the project or to do the job, and then like I don't know if I want to do like a monthly. I want to write it monthly or down here. Maybe I'll just do find some stickers and just do like monthly, weekly. That I don't know exactly how I want to do that. Because some of these things, you do like the microwave. I'm not going to clean it every day. I won't. Some people do. I won't. So, and obviously the clean cycle on the dishwasher, or washing the light switches and the door handles. That should happen fairly often, especially if people are sick. So yeah, I want to be able to utilize this for the different things that so they know they don't have the excuse of I don't know what I need to do. This way, like if I say vacuum, then I'm going to put down here, you need to move things and vacuum behind them. You need to vacuum under things like end tables and under the island chairs. You need to pull off the fuzzies that stick to the felt on the bottom of the chairs. Like that's all part of that job. You need to vacuum the tops of the baseboards. Because ours is now the ones we used to have were kind of at an angle, so they didn't really gather much dust. But the ones we have now are flat on the top, so they collect a lot. So as you vacuum, you need to do those kinds of things. You also need to use 2 different vacuums, one for the hardwood floors and one for the thick pile carpet. And so, if they see it, they don't have an excuse not to do it right, right? It's just laziness, pure laziness. So, obviously, if somebody gets hurt or something like that, I'm considerate about that kind of stuff. I know that life happens, but they still will know how to do it, what they need to use to do it, and it's all laid out for them. So that's my hope for this. I did take out, because this was an 18-month planner, and so I did take out the 6 months before this January. And again, this is not something that I need the dates in, so I'm not too worried about that. It's nice to have, these, even just knowing that, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is in January. Not necessarily on the 17th, but in January. That's helpful if if I use it that way. I don't know that I will, but, so yeah, each of these have their own color. So yeah, and they're cute. They have a little bit of decoration, which is nice because it, makes less for me to do. And they show the month ahead, which I don't know that that's really going to help because I'm not using it for the dates. But, so yeah, I'm going to take this out and put it in here. And then that's for my cleaning schedule, house cleaning, feeding plants. So I might have, maybe the bottom section will be a plant section. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. Now this one is going to be my food planner. I'm going to shrink down these discs. I found it. I think it was at, I want to say Michael's. I found it, and it was like $8. And I love this, the insides. Like it's very neutral, and so I really like that. So food planner, this would be great because I can kind of do the same thing as far as not, I don't even need that part there. But so yeah, you can see that this is upside down, and that is how it came. So it's literally upside down. So I'm gonna try to create my own planner cover. And I think I want to use close to my heart paper, but I haven't decided yet. I haven't practiced with any of that yet, but that is something that I want to do, is make close to my heart covers. But I also want to be able to foil and do all the pretty stuff too, which I've dipped my toes in the foiling. So I just have to figure out how to do, do these. I did do the inserts for my work planners, and I made them laminated as well, so I'm hoping that I can learn how to do that, practice, all that good stuff. So this is, again, like I said, something I don't really need dates in. I just need to be able to, what was I going to do? Where did January go? I must have took January out. Okay, well, I'm going to have to put January back in there. That's January right there. Okay, I'm putting January back in while I'm on camera. So that way I will have 12 months worth of meals already planned, right? So, and of course I can change them. Whatever does or doesn't work, I can mark it down here. And then what I want to do is I want to transfer this, whatever I have planned in here. Again, the meals, what, like, ingredients list or something like that. And then, like, maybe down here, how often or variants that I could do, that kind of thing. Just help me figure, go, okay, well, if we're not feeling, like, say beef tacos is the thing, but we had, we just went out to dinner unexpectedly and had beef, and we don't really feel like beef. So then I can do a variant of, chicken or pinto bean or, tacos, vegetarian tacos, whatever, that way. And then, we can adjust it that way. Or I can write down what kind of leftovers we should have, which should be pretty clear up here, because every day is not going to have a meal. That wouldn't make sense. As far as we eat leftovers, I am very particular about people eating leftovers at my house. There's absolutely no reason to eat or to waste food. So don't get me wrong, there is food that gets wasted, but I don't like being wasteful. I really don't. So anyways, so yeah, I think this will work out. Like I said, I haven't started yet, so I'm going to have to get started and get everything organized and that kind of thing. But yeah, I will be trying to make a cover for this and shrink down these. I don't know if these little ones are going to be big enough for that. Oh yeah, they look like they will be. So the minis might work just fine for that. I could do that. I've got yellow ones there. I've got a lot of different rings now. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with my food planner. And then this is my daily my tracking daily. Yeah, my daily tracking. So this was used for when we were planning the house, doing all of the stuff with the house. Like, I had this all full of, like, paper, paint swatches and all that kind of stuff. So I got this planner. It's a big happy planner. It's a perfect day to start, and I love that cover. It's really gorgeous. But yeah, so it's gonna go in here. And then we've got the metal discs, which is my first set of metal discs. I love them. So what I'm gonna do here is, this is going to be a kind of like a track what I do kind of thing. I want to write down all of the things, all of the things that I do in the day regularly, like dishes, laundry is on, I tend to do laundry on Mondays, but I also tend to do grocery shopping on Mondays. So I want to be able to, like, organize everything, have some, maybe goals here, things that I want to do. Or like here you could do like a daily task that's that you want to make sure you do, like exercise, and then these you could check them off as you do it, because I do like to do several different types of exercise. So I would maybe put exercise on this one, and then do my different type, write in my different types of exercise, because I like to dance, I like yoga, I like, I think I would really like to do like stair stepping, because I really love running upstairs, as odd as that sounds. I do. I like the feeling that I get, that my body feels when I run up and down the stairs. So I think that, also like climbing trees. Obviously, I'm not going to just, go out and climb a tree because our trees have little tiny branches that are not going to hold my weight. So, my current weight. So, I won't be doing that. But I can still, I could maybe go to the park or something and run up the stairs or get a stair stepper. They have ones that sit on your desk and you can just stair step. And when I, even just pretending to do it, I can feel my abs tighten and my legs tighten. And so I'm like, I know I'm getting exercise from doing that. So, what, and it's something I like to do. I like that, pushing with my feet, like I'm walking, but I'm not, or like I'm climbing stairs, but I'm not. So, but anyways, checking those off. I also like to do like, just like I want to say like just a workout, like, not necessarily crunches because I can't do crunches because of my back, but um, squats and jumping jacks. And like, I love jumping jacks, especially weighted ones. There's certain ones that I just love to do. And so, those are things that um, I can mark in here if I wanted to. But like, honestly, I start my day at around 5:10 in the morning. So this does not, like, the time here is not accurate, but my daughters are off to school by 7. So then after they're off to school, then I have my nephew to take care of and get up. And so 7 a.m. is like wake up my nephew. And and then obviously I have to, take care of the dogs. Some days I need to give them baths. I just kind of want to mark down what I did. Like at 10 a.m. I did or like this morning it was at like, um, it was actually at like 7:30 I did the dishes. So then I would mark down did the dishes. At 8:30 I started started laundry. Appointments I can write down. I have an appointment in here. The girls, I have to drive up and get them. Don't have to, but they have construction going on up on our road. And I don't really want them walking through all of that. I don't think that's very safe, so I'd rather drive up there and get them. So I mark that, and then I have to go get my nephew an hour later. So, and then, like dinner and that kind of stuff. I just want to see that I'm being productive. So I oftentimes feel like I'm overwhelmed because I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing anything, blah, 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 blah. And yes, I'm going to have days where they're pretty empty, but I'm usually busy. Like if I'm working close to my heart or working my business or I'm working hellotarina, which is my crafty area, like crafty stuff, doing like this is not necessarily close to my heart, but it can be if I want, obviously in that position. So I can mark that, worked. And I would just use it as, I don't even know what I would label it as, but I'd come up with something and then label it as that. And then if I went grocery shopping, then I'd write in grocery shopping because then I can see not only how often I'm doing things, but um, I can kind of adjust and say, okay, Monday's too busy. I need to spread some of the things out from Monday onto other days, and that would help me feel less overwhelmed, and but still let me see that I'm getting things done or that I'm doing things. So it's kind of like a getting things done planner, and I think that will help me kind of balance. Really, this is kind of helping me balance. Um, and honestly, I've got the quotes and notes. I could do the 5 in here and then I could place it, do my quote here at the top and help that start my day and just have like a morning meditation quote writing session. You know what I mean? It's just it can all work together. I just have to figure out the way that it's all going to work together. It's like a puzzle. Like I gotta figure out that puzzle and find time for creating and like dog baths and clipping dog nails and cat baths. That's a fun one. She's actually not too bad, but I definitely have to clip her nails first. So, but yeah, it's just spending time with the kids. I also want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have this a bit more spread out and organized rather than getting everything done on Monday and Tuesday. You know what I mean? I want to be able to um, just really kind of be balanced in my tasks and my daily tasks and my weekly tasks and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this will help me out with that. As you can tell, I have not gotten started with that yet, but that's the plan today on top of getting everything prepped and ready to go. So yes, that is what I'm working on with my daily tracking. These are my cattle, or all my, I can't believe I actually ended up with this many. I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 planners that I'm going to be working with. And I'm hoping that I can get, I know I use these two. I redo them every year. And I know that I want to do the food one. I know that I just know that I want to use all of these. They're like the different aspects of my life that I need help with. And so I'm going to try to help myself and get myself back in order. So, after last year with doing house everywhere, it was just like I had to buy a whole bunch of TV dinners. I couldn't meal plan. I was driving me nuts, but I had to do it because I had to, work over here. There was no time to do all of the things that I wanted to do. And while you think that, there's, it's going to give you more time if you meal plan. It doesn't. It does on a regular day, but the way that we were doing our house, we were in a hurry because we were doing the work ourselves. And, a company comes in and they can do it all. They have 6 to 8, sometimes 10 workers, and they can get it done in 2 days. And what they get done in 2 days, we get done in a week to a week and a half. So also waiting on, with COVID, waiting on deliveries and electronics and parts, just parts for plumbing and all that kind of stuff. And so then that made us even farther behind. And so it was just like we had a lot of painting and touch-ups, and we had the carpet put in, and then we had to go and put the baseboards on and paint those, or fill those and then paint those, and all of those take time. And so it just was like, do, because then, as soon as you've got that done, then you have to go directly to the next thing. So for me, it was like, do what I can at home in the morning after I get the kids off to school, and then it was like work all day over here until it was time to, I was just exhausted by the time my husband got home. So I'd work a couple extra hours and then go eat dinner at 8 o'clock and then go to bed because I was so exhausted. You would have thought that I would have lost weight throughout all of that work. We did a lot of really hard work. That's including me. I was up on the roof removing shingles and all of the stuff and nails and all that kind of stuff. So I did a lot of really hard work as well. But no, because of the stress of it all, I just gained weight, which did not help. So yeah, hopefully I can get back onto exercising and all that good stuff and getting myself back in order and organized to the best of my ability. Clearly there's going to be, life. I always call it life because it throws curveballs and all kinds of stuff at us. So, but yeah, those are my plans. When I first purchased this, I noticed it was upside down, like the cover was cut on the wrong side, or the words are upside down. And so I decided I would make my own covers. I chose a close to my heart paper pack. Just a second, let me see what this Isabella. And I think it was from a couple of 2 or 3 catalogs ago since this video is up, and I decided to foil on it. Will it be easy? Nope. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. And that's, food planning for me, really. It's not always easy to keep up on it and to keep things going along with all of the rest of the stuff that I have to do. But is it worth it? It is definitely worth it. And so I figured I would kind of pull you guys, you know, right along with me. So this cover is really thick. I'm thinking there's no way this is 5 mil. This has got to be like 8 or 10. It is very thick. Now I did this. This is 2 layers of 5 mil. And it is not even, it's not even as thick as this. So I don't know. I don't know what the Happy Planner covers are, but I think this one will do just fine. It's nice and thick. It's nice and sturdy. And so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling these out. I think we'll do January 1st. So I'm just going to switch these out. And I'm going to use the rose gold rings because the other ones that I have, I wanted to use white, but they were way too big. So I am just going to pull these off of these rings real quick. I thought black was a little dark for this planner, so and this planner I don't have to worry about it being dated because I can, like, you know, the months don't change that much. There's always a certain amount of weeks in the year, and even if it goes into the next month, it doesn't really matter. It's still the same meals. There's still going to be 52 weeks in a year. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and use these, and I love how this is kind of a neutral. It does bring in the black, but it won't hurt anything. I can change those if I want to. I don't know that I have enough of this left of this collection to do that, but it's always an option. I can find, I'm sure I have enough paper to do something. I could find something. So this back cover is just fine. It really doesn't have any issues with it, but the front cover is definitely upside down, which I find very interesting. Just one got through the line, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and they're really sticking to me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my rings on my cover. I don't remember how many I need, but I'm thinking that's probably enough. So this is a classic size that I made, and it should fit perfectly with those. And I did the green foil because I thought it looked best. Like, I only have so many colors of foil to use, so I could have done rose gold, but I was thinking that I was going to use like a white or a green. There we go. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll go ahead and start putting these in. I was going to use either like a green, because I picked up these Park Lane planner rings, but they are like quite a bit larger than they're like expander disc size, I think. So you can kind of see just the difference in size. But these were on a really good sale when I got them. So I got the white, I got the blue, it's a really pretty blue. And I have, oh, forgot, I have the purple, the lavender, mauve, I want to say mauve. And I also have the green. I just love those colors, they're so pretty. So now I got, if I want to change out my planners, I've got those, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And we just got to get these in here. And I really got to get started on this because I really need to get my husband off of fast food. He finds an excuse to eat fast food every time he's supposed to be eating lunch, and it's not healthy for him. So I'm going to try to get this up and running so that I can make maybe meal prep for him. I can maybe do, I think this one's a vertical, if I remember right. Yeah, it's a vertical. So what I was thinking is maybe the meal here, the meal prep meal for my husband, and then maybe one for my girls, because they pretty much eat pizza and jerky sticks when they eat the school lunches. And I'm sorry, you can't survive. I mean, you could barely survive on that, but it is not, it's not going to help you balance your hormones. It's not going to help you think clearly. It's not going to help you get good sleep. It's just not a healthy diet. So um, I've been very adamant that they get onto like creating their lunch, making lunches at home and taking them with them. I know it's more weight for them to carry around during the day, but I think it'll be healthier for them in the long run, and then they'll be able, the weight of the excess or extra weight, added weight won't bother them that much if they're healthy. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like that's okay. So I feel like their backpacks are they're crazy. They should not be that heavy. They really shouldn't. They should have a spot where people leave things in the classrooms, but not obviously like not important stuff, but their classwork and stuff like that they don't, even if they just have cubbies in, yeah, that's a lot of cubbies, but they gotta have something other than 60-pound backpacks to carry around every day on their back. There's just no way that could be healthy, especially when they're developing their muscles and all their, everything. So I remember carrying mine around, and it wasn't near as heavy as theirs are, because we had lockers, and their school doesn't have lockers. So, all right, so we are getting close. So the way that I have been doing like my meal prep before, when I was in our last house, which was before I had to do all of the, actual prep, real prep, like I had to do we did building a house, so food planning kind of went to the wayside because we had to get it done as quickly as possible, so timely. Okay, so I would take, and I kind of just made a list of all the different things. There we go. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And this goes with these, which is great. And then we've got the black. I guess the black would have worked too. Especially with these, it probably would have balanced them a little bit more. But that's okay. I can change those out if I want. But yeah, I like that. It's so pretty. And I love that I can use my close to my heart paper, because I get like 2 sheets of each piece. So any of these could create, I can get a lot of planner covers out of these. So yeah, it's great. Anyways, so what I do is I make a list on my list. I haven't found my actual list. I think it's in my binder in the kitchen, my recipe binder. So I make a list of all the different types of foods that we have for breakfast and for lunches and for dinners, so like weekend lunches and that kind of stuff. And then what I did before was I wrote them all on like little strips of paper, and I stuck them in a bag, and I just kind of mixed it around and grabbed something, and that worked. Like I was able to pull something out, and if we had that recently, then I can just like set it to the side and add it next week instead. And so I would just figure out the next month's worth of of meals, and then once I figured out the which ones I wanted where, then I can also include like leftover nights, because like meat, depending on your meat, how you cook it and all that kind of stuff. But generally the way ours works is every 4 days, like that 4th day is leftover day. And so we're not wasting any of the food that we had previously. But I have found that sometimes that like we don't have leftovers, like I made just the right amount, or we had guests over and they ate the rest of it, and so then I meant it's kind of like instead of leftover, it's a make your own meal, or so I can start on the next week or something like that. That kind of throws me off, but I think just having a day where they can make their own meals, because they can, and I always buy stuff that they can make themselves, because I've got a 19-year-old clear down to an 11-year-old, so yeah. Anyways, so that's pretty much what I do. I just kind of fill it out. If you guys would like to see that, see how I work on that. Obviously, like tacos, we have different variations of tacos, and kind of depends like on what we had the day before, the week before, and that kind of stuff as to like, if we're gonna have fish tacos, or if we're gonna have, um, you know, street tacos or chicken tacos, or whatever, vegetarian tacos. So you've got four of them, four options, and then you've got like tostadas, and you've got taco salad, and you've got all different variations of that same type of food. And so there's a lot of options to fill up your year with. um, but if we had fish last week or the other day, then we could use the leftovers and make fish tacos for the next one, and just kind of change the flavor of the fish. um, or if, like my family's kind of more picky, so if they had fish, they're probably not going to want it again until, next month. So then I know that because I know my family, so then I can put it on next month somewhere. So, and it can be a different type of meal. So, yeah, it's a process. It takes me a while to actually get it, all organized and written in, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and maybe are inspired to do your own. If you're in, okay, so I was just gonna do a close, but I did kind of want to go over this process with you. Don't mind my nails. I'm right in between. I'm like trying to fit this in. Um, so let me see. Okay, I've got to go get the girls in a half hour. It's early release, so I really don't have very much time today to myself. So for the covers, I picked a paper pack that I had two of the same sheet so that I could have the front and back covers match. They're the same sheet. And then I decided, the size that I want it to be, and I went on to my Silhouette program. I drew out my size, and then I knew that I wanted to have a title on it, or, some writing on it, foiled writing. So I figured out what I wanted it to say. I kind of researched some quotes, and nothing really worked. And so I was just like, this really isn't that easy, and neither is, so then I just went ahead and wrote this out. And obviously we've heard this many times, through our family members and friends and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, so I designed this. I created the swirlies and all that kind of stuff, and then placed it on here where I want it to be. I cut the sheet down to 8.5 by 11 because that's what goes through my printer. And then after that, I stuck it in my Silhouette, and I cut out the outer ring of this where I wanted this to be, and because this is not an 8.5 by 11. So I cut it here, and I cut it for the back cover. And then after that, then I foiled it. I ran the front through the foil, or with the foil on through my laminator. Honestly, I didn't like how it did it. I think I should have foiled it right after. I shouldn't have cut it yet. I should have foiled it and then cut it, because I think it would have foiled better. But anyways, so it's got a couple missing pieces here and there where the foot, and also I need a carrier sheet that fits an 8.5 by 11, so I gotta find that, or make my own somehow. I gotta do some research on that. But then after that, they were both cut out, then I ran it through a laminate, where I put it in a laminating pouch, ran it through, trimmed the edges, stuck it in another laminating pouch, ran it through again, and then after that, I clipped the edges with my corner, I don't know, crocodile, corner chomper, or corner rounder, I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, these are the quarter inch, and then I cut these out, and that was a beast. I actually had to like stand up and push it down with my hands, but I finally got it through, both of them, and that's it. That's all it took. I like the inside, I like the outside, I like it. It's so pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much my process. It wasn't really that hard. It was just, you know, planning everything out and everything. So yeah, because some of these are pretty dark. I like the rose gold ones. Those are pretty. And those go really well with that. Anyways, so yeah. I do not know what the name of this planner was. It didn't have any of its actual, like, you know, regular stuff on it. Oh, I have it upside down. But it had just had a sticker on it, and it said that it was, you know, $8. So, like, okay, I will grab that because all the insides are good, and it doesn't really matter whether it's 2001 or 2002, because, like I said, there's 52 weeks in a year, and it really doesn't matter. This one was actually an 18-month planner, and so I took some of the months out. So hopefully it works out well for me because I really don't need 18 months worth. So just a year's good. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.